a conversation around Polo G's name, right? Because Chris Brown has reached higher heights than that, right? So I feel like even AI is catching that, yo, because it already has the information that this nigga probably has sold millions. Well, he has sold millions before. Now it coming down to 100K, it's like, yeah. And then obviously it's studying people clowning Chris Brown for getting 100K, understanding that, yo, this nigga's been praised for getting millions. So oof, nigga, yes, like it is bad. Whereas, you put the same projections like for, I don't know, a random like finesse 2 times. You know what I'm saying? If finesse 2 times get 100K like that, like, yo, I'm Ack is signing him on the spot right then and there to the academy. Facts. That's a fact. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like at this point, yeah, it is kind of, yo, they're comparing you to your previous works and shit like that.
Really come out and support the album, having not only bought it because he frequently buys his album, but listening to it, because a lot of people were just saying, I'm not listening to 40 tracks of Chris Brown. Yeah, me personally, I'm listening to 60 tracks of Chris Brown. Okay, you cannot.
Hell no. Listening to five back-to-back songs from your favorite artist is a dying art, bruh. It's dead. You best not give the people more than 7 tracks in 2026 moving forward, bruh. Or if you're gonna give people 40 tracks, make sure it's fucking a minute long ass tracks, nigga. Not nothing more than a minute 20 seconds a song. Facts.
Listen, you can choose not to listen to it. Maybe listen to somebody else. All right.
Yeah,
how about that?
facts.
I was about to say maybe listen to Daniel Caesar, but that would be a good option
Who the
too.
fuck is that?
I can't hate on Daniel Caesar either. So that album ended up being great. It ended up streaming great. That's is it one of my favorite Chris Brown albums? I don't know. It's one of the albums that I go back to a lot of the music on. Now, usually I'll listen to an album from top to bottom if I go back to it. For example, if I'm going back to Pablo, I'm probably running that top to bottom. It's a little bit difficult because I feel like Pablo's an encapsulation of all of the sounds of Ye pre-Pablo and whatever he was working on at the time. So there's a lack of cohesion in the sound of the project, which isn't a negative. It's just that it makes it less likely for me to listen to the whole thing top to bottom frequently, as opposed to a Yeezus or an 808s, which I can easily run top to bottom. But when it's 40 tracks, I'm not listening to 40 tracks 3 months, 6 months, 3 years after I've heard the project. But with Polo G, the reason why I kind of feel bad for artists about this is because think about as an artist, and we have to think about Polo G specifically, and I can't believe I'm defending Polo G when this guy's just, he hasn't been disrespectful to me, but he's just, the only time this guy's ever talked to me is based on some negative I had to say about him, which was a valid criticism, and not all the other times. But anyway, with Polo G, you guys got to remember when the Iced Coffee Hour podcast, Adam22 went on there, and he was talking about how No Jumper at the time was doing $1 million a month. This was